is the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, it's a matchup with all-pro inside linebackers from 2016, as we'll see Bobby Wagner and Sean Lee.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got him in. It's complete. Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Prescott from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in the... First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Wilson. And his first look is incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a toss. This is Rawls. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Sean Lee coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Wilson, letting one go deep for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. David Irving in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 17-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, James Hanna. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
First down, Prescott. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Switching topics for a second, you know it was strange watching the Monday night game and seeing Jamal Charles in Kansas City, but not in a Chiefs jersey. And after the game, he was asked about it. He said it felt weird. It looked weird.
It was strange all the way around, but what a nice ovation he received from the Kansas City fans when he made an appearance in the game, because so classy are they, welcoming him back, realizing what he did for their franchise, and they did part amicably, all right? There was a reason why he was gone, but he had a fumble early that Marcus Spears picked up and ran back for a touchdown. But the best thing for him that night, even though they lost, went over 10,000 yards from scrimmage in his career. 10 active players have done that prior to him, and he still holds the yards per carry average for NFL history. 5.4 yards every time he touches the ball in a running play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 12 more yards there and another first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, Prescott again. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Bennett. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long for Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Pitch goes to Rolls. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They start on the ground with Elliott. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
A second down throw for Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. To throw is Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll be first down, Cowboys. From the red zone now, Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jason Witten from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now it's Wilson.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be...
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. So the D-line's going to spread out. Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete on the deep ball. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On second down, Wilson. Big hold of the 30. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's brought down after a good game. 23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 37. 26-yard line.